Welcome back to the Channel Side IMAX. Today we're still talking about Michael Moore and Sicko. And joining me today is our special guest, Wayne Garcia from Creative Loafing.
All right.
Who knows a lot about the word sicko.
Yes. I deny everything.
And you know, Michael Moore's been in the news so much lately. I've seen the film, and I think it's one of his best yet. And I think you'll agree when you do see it, simply because he keeps himself out of the picture for almost the first hour of the movie. How unusual.
Yeah, and you know, in reading the reviews and reading about the film, I haven't seen a Michael Moore film since Roger and Me. I just didn't go see him because I didn't like his methods. I didn't like what I thought was basically his bullying style, and the film's being about him. So, but when I read about this, I'm really intrigued to see it. I mean, I have problems with Michael, both as a filmmaker, but more than that, as a political figure and a public figure, which he is. He's inserted himself into the public realm and the discussion of ideas. You know, when I look at his career in that sense, his career is an abominable failure. I mean, if Fahrenheit 9/11 couldn't lose the election for George W. Bush the second time around, and there are many who argue that he did if it wasn't stolen in Ohio, that's a whole nother film.
Yeah, right.
Maybe John F. Kennedy Jr. will make that one since he wrote the piece for Rolling Stone. But, you know, GM is no better a car maker than it was when he did Roger and Me. In fact, I think it's still in bankruptcy. We haven't solved our gun problem in this country. No. Fahrenheit 9/11 neither ended the war nor ended the Bush administration. And I'm not sure that, you know, as entertaining, I think Michael is a better entertainer than he is the kind of documentary filmmaker I would like to see on these kind of big subjects is one where a lot of people, and especially a lot of maybe more apathetic and people in the middle who sort of see all the sides of gray, you know, have this revelation and say to themselves, wow, I never really thought of it that way. But he makes very ham-handed statements. The healthcare system stinks. Oh, really? Didn't know that. You know, people get shot with guns and we should do something about it. Didn't have an idea. You know, so I mean, in some ways it's like the obvious. It's a very, very entertaining obvious, but from a political standpoint, I don't see the impact. And you know, when he makes a film, I think he should shoot for a little better truth than just preaching to his built-in audience.
Well, I got to disagree on this movie, and I think you'll modify your stance once you see it, because number one, this is a film that got a good review from Fox News. Number two, this is a film that actually makes us confront the idea that this could be our own fault. This movie is about the healthcare system, but it's also about what kind of people are we? Why do we allow giant corporations to dictate whether we live or die depending on how rich we are?